April is just a wonderful time to celebrate spring in Pecan Plantation. Although we are still staying just a little on the cool side, the recent showers have been such a blessing to see. We know that it won't be long until warm and even hot weather will arrive in Texas. And I certainly hope that everyone has taken time to notice our beautiful front circle. The daffodils and all of the pretty white blooms have provided a spectacular view. Thanks to our devoted Green Thumb Garden Club, we have this lovely haven to enjoy each and every time we drive by. And speaking of the Garden Club, please don't forget to make a donation to help keep these beautiful plants and trees blooming. For more information about the Green Thumb Garden Club and some useful gardening tips, please refer to their website on your screen. You know, now that spring 2016 has arrived, it is amazing how many activities take place right here in Pecan Plantation this month. My name is Jeannie Bandy, and it is my pleasure to bring you our busy April edition of Pecan TV, Channel 191, News in a Nutshell. You know, Pecan Plantation lost a very special employee and friend on March 10th, Randy Stitzenbach. Randy worked in our Roads and Grounds Department, and we not only had an exceptional employee, but an even better person. He had a commitment to excellence that set standards for many others to follow. A fund has been established at the First National Bank of Granbury to assist Randy's family in this difficult time. Our recent March election resulted in 3 new board of directors. Our new directors are Beverly Franson, Robert Cote, and Doug Green. Our new board president is Doug Ward. Congratulations to each of you. And we say a special thanks to the outgoing directors, Robert Maurer, Wally Herzog, and of course to Wynette Burns, our outgoing board president. Don't forget that you can view the PPOA board meetings right here on Pecan TV Channel 191. And you may also view all of the videos running on Pecan TV on our PPOA website anytime, day or night. April is the time for our annual spring garage sale. The sale will take place on Saturday, April 16th. And don't forget that there will be a pre-sale on the evening of April 15th for Pecan members only. So while you're doing that spring house cleaning, set those things aside that you no longer want or need and plan to sell them during the garage sale. And please don't forget that while you're out shopping, stop by our front circle and enjoy one of those yummy jumbo hot dogs that our Green Thumb Garden Club will be selling. They will be available from approximately 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. or whenever they sell out. I can tell you that the hot dogs are absolutely delicious, and the proceeds from the hot dog sales help with the ongoing beautification of our front circle. You know, Easter was early this year, but we still have many things going on at our clubhouse. So now is a good time to catch up with Jonathan Thomas. John, I can see that we have a lot of great dining activities happening at the club during the rest of April, including the Bandy's all-time favorite, Prime Rib Night. Hi, John.
Well, everybody, it looks like spring went ahead and stuck around with us this year. We were looking back in February and already seemed like it, and here it is again. Still in spring and still warm, still nice and green, plenty of rain. I was just reading today in the columns about the Sportsman's Club just waiting for that rain to stop finally. 2 years ago, I believe they were begging for it, so they just want to go fishing. They say it's too muddy. But anyways, it's beautiful outside. We got a lot going on. You can tell by the noise in the background here and there walking by. We got lots of kids running around right here, lots of spring stuff. I know we're getting ready for tomorrow's Newcomers Fashion Show here in the ballroom. We got about 200 of them coming. Should be a heck of a show. And last month was the Women's Club Fashion Show along with their boot scooting just a couple days ago. Both huge successes. I think they had a great time. I know the meals were fantastic and a lot of people had a lot of fun. Might have had sore feet the next day after boot scooting, I'm sure, but it was a good time was had by all. Anyways, like I said, there's a ton going on here in April. April tends to be one of those months where everybody gets married and all the corporate groups tend to do their outings. Lots of big fresh tournaments for the start of the year just before aeration. So we don't normally plan a ton of big member events in April because it's just such a darn busy month. But we do have a lot going on in May. So before we get to May, though, I'm going to cover a few of the things we got left going on in the rest of April this month. As Miss Bandy alluded to just a few minutes ago, we do have our prime rib night. That is always on a Friday during the month. This month is going to be on April 15th. That's a Friday again. The week before that, we have crab legs on Friday, April 8th. This is another big night. Both of these nights, we tend to have a lot of members walk in and say, wow, why are you so busy? You do want to make a reservation on these nights. We do fill up on these nights. We do stay full pretty much the entire night till about 8 or 9 o'clock. So if you're interested for any one of these nights, please do make reservations and let us know. We're just getting busier and busier every single month. It's great to see, but we definitely don't want to ever turn down anybody that we don't know or wouldn't have to. Then finally on Saturday, April 23rd, towards the end of the month, we have our karaoke. Last month we tried it in the ballroom. Things worked well, things didn't work well. It goes both ways. So we're going to be moving it back to the Brazos room this month. Not really by choice. We actually had no space available in the ballroom this month to do it because of all the weddings and stuff I alluded to a few minutes ago. So we're going to take it back into the Brazos room on Saturday, April 23rd. And then depending on how things work out in the future, we might even attempt to do a second karaoke in a month and possibly give it a try again in the ballroom just to see if we could better accommodate the groups. So, like I said, we're going to move on to May now. May is when all the big stuff, that's when all the big member events get planned. The entertainment committee has been working very vigorously. I think they've got a ton going on that month. So we're just going to get straight into it. On Friday, May 6th, we've got Pecan's Got Talent. I think they've been trying out the talent and working on this one for several months. Mr. Monty Lewis and Mrs. Barbara Wilson have been working really hard getting that talent honed and ready to go. That is on Friday, May 6th, as I said before. We will, as usual, have dinner service prior to. You don't have to come to the show that evening to come in and have dinner. The dinner and dining rooms are open. Do make a reservation, and if you're not coming for the show, you might actually want to come a little bit later. I know between about 5 and about 6:30 before the show, we typically are completely full end to end with people wanting to go into the show. The doors do open at 7 o'clock for the show, and then at 7:30 the show begins. The way this works out is we have 2 entries going into the room. We have one from the dining room and one from the hallway. This gives everybody a chance to get in a little bit shorter line and get in. All the seats are nice. We have 200 seats set up for the show, and everybody can see. It's not like it used to be where it was spread out through the entire room. So if you're a little bit late, that's okay. But if you really want that front row seat, if you can get here about 15 minutes early, typically you're going to be in the first couple rows and get in the front of that line. So do feel free to line up in either room. Those lines are not just for people dining in the dining room. That's for anybody that wants to line up. We just divide it so it makes it a little easier so people don't have to walk as far to get into the room. And then that same weekend on Sunday, May 8th, we have our Mother's Day buffet. This one's a big one. It's just like our Easter, kind of doing these back-to-back real quick this year. Mother's Day buffet, chef goes all out. He tends to cater just a little bit more to the ladies. He likes to do a lot of fish dishes, lighter, nice, more elegant dining. A lot of the little decor, the pedophores, and a lot of the fun stuff. But then again, of course, for the rest of the family, you've got to have the prime rib and the good big meat dishes as well. So he throws it all in there. This is a heck of a spread. Easter was a huge success. I believe in Easter we did about 530 folks. Mother's Day buffet is usually fairly close. We'll usually do in the high 400s to almost 500 people on Mother's Day. So do make your reservations. We will never say that they're required, but I could tell you, like at Easter, we literally did not have a single table left over to give out. So had you walked in on Easter, you may not have got a table. So I do suggest the reservations. We will be taking them on the half hour like we have the last 2 years. You can reserve anytime between 11 and 2 p.m. So if you want to come in at 11 or 11:30 or 12 or 12:30, I will tell you, if you want to come in on the earlier shifts between 11:30 and 1 o'clock, do make your reservations as early as possible. Those are the ones that fill up. Typically the 12:30 and 1 o'clock fill up the first and fill up very quickly. I know that Easter, those seatings were filled up more than 3 weeks prior to the actual day. So make your reservations. Again, that's on Sunday, May 8th. Husbands, don't forget about it. We're going to put you up on the marquee and give you an extra reminder here pretty soon just in case. Then the next week, we have the volunteer luncheon. This is hosted by management and the board of directors every year. It is on Thursday, May 12th. This is another big one. This is just our way of saying thank you for all the volunteer work that makes this association happen. Without volunteer work, there's no way this association could operate as it does. We have hundreds and hundreds of volunteers, and this is a great luncheon. We usually start around 11:30, 12 o'clock. We usually have something really nice for all the volunteers, and just a great way to say thank you. The presidents love to get up and talk talk and say thank you as well. Like I said, there's just a ton of work, tons of hours every single month put in by these volunteers that make Pecan a really special place to be. So if you volunteered in this last year, you were part of any of the committees or any of those volunteer groups, please sign up for the volunteer luncheon. We'd love to have you. This is a great day. We usually have about 150 to 200 of our volunteers show up. A couple weeks later, on Saturday, May 21st, we have our unique car show. This, I believe, is about the 4th annual on the car show. It gets bigger and bigger. Last couple years it's got hotter and hotter, so we decided to move it back into May and give it a chance a little bit earlier in the year this year. Hopefully we could catch those low 90s and get lucky and have a little bit nicer day. Mr. Ron Bernier and Barbara Wilson head this up. Mr. Bernier is he's a local member of several different car clubs. He's actually getting several of the car clubs here in Granbury and some other ones from Fort Worth involved in this to really get it big and make it really unique. Last year we went ahead and parked all the cars on the grass for the most part, gave everybody a chance to get in the shade, enjoy it just a little bit cooler, a little bit nicer, and it worked out very well. It was really hot, but everybody seemed to enjoy it a whole lot more, getting to stand in the shade and relax and enjoy it a little bit more. Moved everything off the parking lot to keep it from getting quite so hot. Again, that's on Saturday, May 21st. If you are interested in getting into the car show, do look it up in columns. We have another ad coming out here in May that will give you contact information. I believe we've already got 40 or 50 cars, so we're getting close to our maximum now. For any further questions, contact Mrs. Barbara Wilson. You should be able to find her information under the committee listings. Finally, the Memorial Weekend Street Dance. Street dances are here. I thought we just had them a couple weeks ago, but here they come again. Sunday, May 29th. So we're still working on the band. We're hoping to get the Tejas brothers back here this year. We're still working on them. One way or the other, it's going to be a heck of a day. This is always the Sunday of Memorial Day Street Week, Memorial Weekend. We try to tell everybody that so it's easier to plan. It kind of is a day that works out well for everybody. The music and the fun usually starts around 6 o'clock. The main band usually comes on a little bit after 7 o'clock. Of course, we'll have everything from bounce houses to jump houses to water slides and tons of food for the entire family to enjoy. Come as you are, come as late, come as early as you wish. We will be here all day serving everybody. Of course, earlier that morning we'll have our standard Sunday breakfast buffet for any of your family if you have extra family in town that would like to come up and eat as well. So as you can see, May's going to be crazy. April's crazy for us till we get there. And then before you know it, it's going to be summer and winter again. We'll see y'all next month.
Thanks, John, and we will see you at the clubhouse real soon. Our Breakfast Club has a busy April meeting schedule. On April 6th, Barbara Sutton and Cheryl Moore, who are both very talented pecan artists and members of the Pecan Plantation Art Guild, will speak on art in pecan. Then, on April 13th, Kim Perdue, occupational therapist at Lake Granbury Medical Center, will present the program Getting in Shape and Taking Care of Those Aches and Pains. And on April 20th, Frank Beatty, retired Secret Service agent, will share stories and incidents, at least it can be told, of my time in the Secret Service. Finally, on April 27th, Brett Fodder, Pecan Plantation Marina Facility Supervisor, will provide an update on marina activities and facilities. The Breakfast Club meets at 8 a.m. each Wednesday at our clubhouse under the direction of Neil Golson. Please call the clubhouse to make your reservations. While we were thinking about our marina, don't forget that they are now serving lunch every day from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. They also have a new menu that includes a yummy grilled chicken salad. And of course, you can never go wrong with the awesome marina hamburgers. It's just the best. Don't forget that you can call in your orders at the number on your screen. And check out all of the marina news on page 20 of the columns. There's a lot of exciting future things in the works. We have a very special Women's Club meeting this month. I Love Country by Lanny Stacy, who is the owner, producer, and performer at the Grapevine Opry Show. The meeting will be on Thursday, April 21st, under the direction of Sue Cooper, our PPWC president. A wonderful lunch will be served right after the program. You may make your reservations by contacting Gerda Howell at the number on your screen or by emailing Gerda at gerdabear@gmail.com. clubhouse.com. And just a reminder, reservations are no longer taken via the clubhouse phone. While you're at the clubhouse, please take a few extra minutes and look at the lovely artwork on the wall. I am always so amazed at the array of talent that we have right here in Pecan. The following artists will have their art displayed on the walls at the clubhouse during the month of April. Barbara Sutton was the first place March Artist of the Month. In addition, Ken Kuzman, Cheryl Moore, Marty Raines, and Yvonne Sailors were selected. So, congratulations to each of you. Take some time to view their lovely artwork, and remember that many of these are available for purchase. Also, if you are interested in joining the Pecan Plantation Art Guild, check out page 56 of the columns or call Barbara Sutton at the number on your screen. You know, April will be overflowing with activities and classes at the PAC, so let's catch up with Joey. Joey, I see that the PAC is one busy place in April, including a new power yoga class. Hi, Joey.
Thanks, Jeannie. Good to see you. Happy April, everyone. And yes, you are right, Jeannie. It's always a busy place here at the PAC. So I hope you guys are coming out and seeing us. Don't forget we have pickleball. Our PAC pool opened on April the 1st. So I'm sure some of you are going to be brave and come swimming this month. And for those of you not so brave, you can just tan. Don't forget also about our disc golf. We have a 9-hole disc golf course here, baseball fields, soccer fields, and the dog park. So if you don't come up to the PAC, you need to do that soon. A couple special classes we're having here for April. The first one I want to talk about is we're having an essential oil make and take class. This one is going to be focused on chemical-free cleaners. She's going to show you how to make cleaners for your house, no chemicals. You'll be making 5 items and taking every one of those home with you. It's a great fun class and good for the environment and good for you. So that will be on Saturday, April 23rd, 3 o'clock here at the PAC. Also, another thing that's going on this month is beginner Mahjong lessons, free. This is a free class. Eva Margul has requested that she be able to teach people how to play Mahjong that do not know how to play. So it's definitely for beginners. And she will be teaching the National Mahjong rules. So if you have been wanting to learn how to play that dice game, come up to the PAC and take some free lessons. The first one is April 19th. It's on a Tuesday from 10 to 12. She's going to continue on with 3 classes in May, and if she has enough students that are interested in and continue on, then we're going to keep those classes going until the interest fades. So be sure and at least pop in for that April 19th class. Last special class we have is on April 30th, last Saturday of the month. Scott Carson with Lone Star PC Repair is going to be here teaching you about Windows 10. Had so many people requesting this, so we're going to have a Windows 10 help and security class. The cost is $10, but he will show you what you need to know about Windows 10. So please sign up for that. Like I said, it's on Saturday, April the 30th from 3 to 4. A couple other things I want to mention. Power Yoga class is brand new. We have that here in the evenings, Monday and Thursday evenings, 6:15 to 7:15. And don't forget, we also have traditional yoga, low impact aerobics, and I believe they still have Pilates at the clubhouse. One other thing, also May 7th, we're having free Mother's Day crafts here at the PAC. There won't be much time in May's columns to read that, so put that on your calendar if the little ones want to come and make a Mother's Day craft for absolutely free. That'll be Saturday, May 7th, 2 to 3 p.m. I also wanted everyone to know that the summer schedule is now complete. I have my tri-fold summer schedule up here at the PAC for you to pick up. This will be in the May columns. It'll be a 2-page centerfold layout in May columns, but a lot of you like to have it before then. So if you would like a copy of that, feel free to come up here and pick one of those up or give me a call, and I can even email it to you if you need me to. Okay, so that'll be great. Don't forget about pickleball and read this. There's so many fun things in here. Make sure you read it. It's great. We have tons of stuff going on this summer. And let me see if there's anything else I want to talk about for May. Volunteer luncheon, as everybody knows, is the 12th. We have a palette art class, which is brand new, coming in May as well on the 14th. And the clubhouse pool will be opening on May 27th. So that's a big day for everybody as well. I guess that's it for now. I'll see you guys out and about. And back to you, Chaney. Thanks.
Thanks, Joey. And just a reminder, the pack truly does offer something for everyone. And all you have to do is call the number on your screen for more information, or just check out page 34 of the columns. You know, our Pecan Plantation Volunteer Fire Department and EMS do so much for our community. Our VFD reminds us that now is a good time to check our smoke detector batteries. And any of us can stop by the EMS building for a blood pressure check. This is something we should all take advantage of. We are also reminded to call 911 in case of any emergency. It always amazes me how many incidents that our Pecan EMS crews respond to each month. There were 64 requests for service in February, and they had already responded to 20 calls up until March 13th. We are so blessed to have our world-class Pecan Volunteer Fire Department and EMS. And make a note that our EMS and VFD will be hosting an open house on June 11th. There will be fun things to do for the kids, as well as many interesting show and tells. I would also like to take a moment to mention the loss of a dear friend of the VFD and EMS, George Coker. George served on the EMS VFD board and was a great supporter of the department. I had the opportunity to work with George on the communications committee for 2 years. He also served as master of ceremonies for our breakfast club. George always had a quick wit and a big smile. No doubt George will be missed greatly by many of us. Our Ladies Auxiliary worked so hard to support our VFD and EMS, and they will be sponsoring 2 future events to help raise money for the VFD and EMS. The events include the boot drive on Saturday, April 16th, which is also our garage sale day, and their annual benefit golf tournament will take place on Sunday, May 22nd. On March 7th, the Auxiliary honored outgoing PPVFD Fire Chief Dave Raffa with a reception, including cake and coffee. Chief Raffa served from 1994 to 2016, totaling to 22 years of service. During these 22 years, the Auxiliary raised in excess of $220,000 to support our EMS and VFD. Goodness, how great is that? I think you can see that April is no doubt a busy month, and I can tell you that the momentum continues right into May and June. So grab your calendars, because here are a few more things to look forward to. The Pecan's Got Talent show will take place on May 6th, and the Mother's Day Buffet will be on May 8th. Our annual Pecan Plantation Volunteer Recognition Luncheon will be on May 12th. This is a special event that recognizes the many volunteers in our community. There will be a special palette art class at the PAC on May 14th. And our 4th annual Unique Car Show will take place on May 21st. The always fun Memorial Day Street Dance will be on May 29th. And finally, the PPVFD and EMS Open House will be on June 11th. As I mentioned earlier, this will be a fun, family-friendly day. As we wind down our April newscast, please don't forget all of the wonderful activities that our beautiful and busy community has to offer. Whether you enjoy golf, tennis, exercise, art classes, bridge, archery, air gun shooting, softball, boating, or just like me, relaxing with a good book, there is something for everyone. On behalf of Pecan TV, Channel 191, we wish each of you a wonderful spring. There's no better place to be than Pecan Plantation. Until next time, I hope to see all of you out and about in Pecan. Thank you very much.